Yeah, good morning, huh?
Yeah.
It's good to be in South Louisiana right now as we join you here, WAFB Plus and 9 News Now, because really the headline maker is South Florida, what's going on in Miami.
Specifically South or Surfside, Florida. You can see it's along Miami Beach.
Right, you got Miami right here.
You may have seen this headline really across social media, all across news stations, really across the country. A building collapse, as you see. Matt is getting you to the area exactly where it happened. It's a part of East Miami here called Surfside, where we believe a condo complex, a part of it has collapsed. And we're hearing right now one person has died, and there are about 35 people who've been rescued so far.
And that's what's incredible about this, and we're going to kind of walk you through what we know right now. When you look at this building, you can see how close it is to the water, obviously the ocean right there. When you look at how big this building is, think about this part of the building, my hand's covering. Think about this. And this is what's now left of this.
If
this
you
part of this building.
Swipe past the pictures. Well,
you want to go ahead and do it?
Yeah, if you. This is how some people woke up this morning, which is terrifying to think that this is just one part of the complex. So it's weird because there's like 3 buildings adjacent to it. It's a condo complex.
It's all connected, and have this thing fall apart is just, this is what's left of it. It is just incredible to see the damage. So what we know, as you mentioned, one person confirmed dead now. There's 100 units in this complex total. Again, it's a kind of, as you saw from there, kind of a U-shaped building, one end being a little bit longer than the other. 100 units total. They say 55 of these units impacted by this collapse, right? But in truth, all of them are. You can't obviously keep that open. It's going to be shut down. Everybody's going to be evacuated. In fact, complexes around this are going to be evacuated until they know. I mean, look how close this is. Again, this building came all the way out to here, and it's now gone. If
you can kind of see here, so this is a parking garage on the same property. The cars are also in an area where they look like they're kind of
look at this.
You're right, but this building has not caved.
That part of the building, right, exactly.
Yes, so they're still trying to rescue people at this point. It's still a rescue mission. Now that the sun is up, it's a lot easier because around 1 a.m. is when it happened their time, Eastern Standard Time. So now it's still about rescuing people and then figuring out what caused this.
There is video of the collapse. We can bring that up for the folks as well. And again, this is captured there down in Miami. Let's go and bring this up for you and kind of show you a little bit of what happened as soon as I figure out the mouse here. Let me get over to it. It is, when you look at it, look top right, Liz? Top right?
You see one part of that building, that middle section is the one that collapsed there.
And look at that.
And then you start seeing that second tower fall. That is crazy to think about, that is the reality for people who are sleeping in the middle of the night. This happening again around 1 a.m. their time. So people who were walking by in that area, just witnessing that, say it just sounded like an explosion.
Like you said, that kind of the middle part of this building falls away, and then that far part closest to the beach actually falls in as well, and then all that's left is just that smaller piece. It is just incredible to think about. This now is what's left behind.
So this is going to be the top story we're going to follow all day here on 9 News. And if you have the 9 News app, we'll send you updates to your phone as we learn more about the rescue mission and if they recover anybody else.
In our part of the world, one of the things we continue to talk about is something that happened last night at Baton Rouge Metro Council. The big talker in, again, our part of the world is floods, how to prevent them, drainage, how to have better drainage, ditches, how to clear them out, and Metro Council with a big move last night.
Yeah, it's a two-pronged approach. So let's start with the first part, the actual action that they're doing. Today, you're going to see some crews out on the neighborhood, one of the neighborhoods there. I think it's actually the Westminster neighborhood. Crews are going to start doing drainage. They're clearing out all of that area. They're working on canals and ditches. $20 million invested in working on those type of projects all across EBR Parish. So that is
Yes. That's right. That's the one part.
The second conversation is moratoriums on new developments. This is the same conversation we've been talking about in other parishes. That not so much movement last night.
No, and they said that we're going to continue to have conversations. Okay, and that a lot of times in our part of the world as well, and I know I say that a lot, in our part of the world, we get bogged down on a lot of these conversations. We continue to have discussions, and we're going to get some blueprints going, and we're going to write up this form and that form, and we get stalled out with a lot of conversations. conversations are important. They need to happen. How long are these going to take? What comes from it? Council members say they're going to be having these until their next meeting, but no decision right now on a moratorium. Obviously, you got to talk about everybody impacted with something like a moratorium. That is a huge move. But at the very least, they are right now getting out there with some funds to clean up, clear out, and make better some of these drainage problems.
And the goal here is to create a sustainable solution to at least last us through 25 years. The original plan was 10 years.
Right.
So this is supposed to, with the $20 million projects and funding, this is supposed to last for 25 years.
So when you think about that, you're like, 25, this is 25 years? I'm gonna need somebody to come back out next year and let's go again. This money better be here because it's just ever changing down here seemingly. And these storms get stronger and stronger and all of a sudden water ends up in places where it's never been. Raise your hand if you've heard that before.
Yeah.
So a 25-year plan in an ever-changing situation.
In an area where developments are still going up. So we'll see.
Bill, you ready to add some more money to that mix? Let's talk about, let's see if I can find it. There it is. For us, by us. Callie had a great story this morning.
Yeah, so this is actually a market that started in the New Orleans area. It's a homegrown organic thing that started to support Black business owners, Black small business owners, and Black farmers. So this is happening at Scotlandville Magnet High School this Saturday between 10 a.m. and I believe 2 p.m.
That's right.
It's a great way to come out and just support different small business owners here.
When you think about everything that everybody's gone through in the pandemic and all the, just everybody feels like they're coming out of this to a point, but a lot of them left behind the 8 ball.
Yes.
And so the ability to get out and support, as you said, it's just hyper local, almost farm to table kind of a stuff. This is a great way to be a part of that. And it's not, they'll have, for instance, HIV testing. You can get vaccines, that kind of thing all set up. It's a one-stop shop for a lot of folks. The timing again at Scotlandville Magnet?
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
There it goes, on Saturday.
Yes.
So much fun. I don't know, run the track. Get out there and
that's where there's going to be booths and vendors all set up, so you can run around parts of it, get your COVID vaccine, shop, support people, and go check it out.
It'll be good.
Yeah,
It'll be good.
If you've ever been to Scotlandville Saturdays, it's going to be a bigger version of that market. So great opportunity to go check out North Baton Rouge.
Like that, locally sourced.
Yeah,
on a t-shirt.
That's it.
You noticed that earlier.
I love it.
Something else, obviously, that we are talking about today. We get to draw today, 5 o'clock, 5 winners in the Drive in the Future campaign.
11 years we have now given away 5 Lexus vehicles because of all of your support. You've bought a $50 raffle ticket, maybe you bought 5 of them.
That's right.
And some people are really superstitious. They're like, well, if I buy one on the last day before the drawing, my ticket will be up closer. No, that's not how it works. They put it in the hopper and they mix it up real good. The sisters with the foundation and Our Lady Lake, they mix it up real good. So it really does not matter when you get your ticket. It just matters that you get one, because tonight at 9 News at 5, someone on the WAFB team is drawing the names and announcing them. So you're going to get a call live at 5 o'clock. So have your phones on you.
I like it. It's hilarious when you talk about superstition. I'm going to buy a lasso, it's on top, and of course that doesn't work because the big hopper gets all mixed up. But it is funny over the last number of years when it's, hey, when did you buy your ticket? And it's literally like, yeah, just yesterday. It never fails. Somebody did just buy it the day before everybody else is like, a month prior.
And it's just chance.
Exactly right. It is 100% chance. You never know. It's just funny to hear the stories about the how, the why, the when, the where. But you still actually have time. If you're seeing this at, live at like 9:15, 9:20, you actually still have time to go get a ticket, but you got to do it in person.
Yes, the Price Lamar Toyota dealership on Airline Highway is a place you can go until noon to get your ticket. You cannot call, you can't buy them online anymore. I know if you go to the website, you can still access the form, but that, I would not guarantee getting a ticket like that. So go to Price Lamar Toyota on Airline, get your tickets there. That way you will be entered by noon.
Love it. Love it. Can't wait to see who the winners are.
And to find out how much we raised.
Can't wait to see that as well, because this community has shown up and shown out time and time again. It was a great year last year in the middle of all the crazy, and so to see what's going to happen again and continue that move over there at the Children's Hospital, it's going to be great.
I think so.
Weather. Let's do some weather. Where are we? Ding, ding. There we go.
So I will say, this is not the highlight. This is much of the same as we've seen all week. Hot and wet, but sporadically. It's not going to be raining all day long. It's 50% chance, and just depending on where you live, you may see some showers, you may see no showers, but inevitably it's going to be hot for everyone.
Steve was talking about this morning, how these showers are coming up. I can kind of show you right here as we pull this up. As you take a look at this, as you watch you know, that's 8 p.m. Here's 9, and we'll step you through 10, 9, 10, 10. And you see these showers start to come up from the cove. There they go.
That's
it. He called it a sea breeze. Now, in my mind, that's a nice...
it sounds pleasant.
It does. Top down, windows down, enjoy the sea breeze. Not the case.
No, this is not. The sea breeze is bringing up rain that you do not like to see. But thankfully, you can see it's not lasting long. It is moving quickly through the area. So by 8 p.m. tonight, we're not going to see much of that. But it's still going to be pretty hot.
Yeah.
So if you have any outdoor plans, maybe you plan on walking the dog in between some of the breaks, just know it's going to be hot.
You can time that out right here, WAFB.com, the 9 News app, literally by the hour, percentage chance of rain, the temperatures, the humidity. The dew point. Whenever you see this thing in the mid-70s, you understand you're going to be wearing the weather when you go outside.
Welcome to South Louisiana summers.
So all that's going on. You know what else is going on? Sports world.
Yes.
The talker right now is still all about LSU baseball. The season's been over for a little bit. But obviously we know we got a retiring head coach, and so now it's about who's next.
That's it. One person who's not in the mix is Tony Vitello. So he can stay with the Vols, right? We don't want him. Well, some people wanted him. Some people wanted him. I think that's fact. Tony, I'm sure you're a very nice man. I'm sure you are perfectly pleasant.
That's exactly
but you can stay there with your Vols.
That is so good.
Huh?
No, it didn't. No. There is a little bit, not a little bit. There's a lot of bit of animosity right now.
Well, given the way things ended.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And look, you can talk with some folks out at the College World Series as well. Some of the opposing fans playing Tennessee.
Yeah.
They're like, what is with the fans? And so, look, fans can get sideways. And look, any LSU fan, crazy Tiger fan, trying to throw stones, welcome to your glass house. LSU fans can get absolutely sideways as well. So come on.
Yes.
But I think there was a lot of LSU fans like, really, we're going to go after Tony?
Right.
Can you just keep him over there? We'll get somebody else and go beat him.
Right.
All that. So they have narrowed it down, we believe now, to 3 different names. You got one from Arizona who actually made it to the head coach there, made it to the College World Series, interviewed actually just a couple days ago. East Carolina as well, made it to the Super Regionals, interviewed. How about the head coach from Notre Dame?
Yeah,
that be
crossing
something?
paths with Pulmonary.
Right.
How about that cross?
That would be interesting.
Is that superstitious? Does that mean something?
So he was able to get him obviously to Notre Dame. The Irish went to their first Super Regional.
Since 2002?
When guess who was the head coach?
Mr. Maneri.
So I mean that's just that's a little bit of crazy. So I don't know.
Superstitious.
We'll follow that. And something that actually just happened within the last little bit. I don't know if you know the name, I'm sure you do. Mike Haas has now been named Voice of the Saints. For all you who listen to the radio broadcast on WWL and know the Voice of the Saints, Jim Henderson back in the day. Well, Mike Haas and Jim Henderson, best of friends back in the day, worked together for such a long time. And so if you're going to get somebody to maybe take on that role, and of course Henderson's been retired for a little bit, Mike Haas, what a name to listen to your Saints games.
A big honor.
That
it's
is.
a pleasant voice to listen to. So
really
I'm excited for that this coming fall.
I am too. It's almost here, right?
Almost.
It almost feels like football out there.
Gosh, probably less than 8 weeks now? 8 weeks. Think
Don't
about
make
that.
me math. Don't make me math.
Because 2 weeks ago, it was 10 weeks, I believe, we were counting down to the preseason.
Right.
Preseason.
Right.
So
we get to LSU.
but that's like 2 months.
I know.
That's 2 months.
I know.
But still, we have this to look forward to.
We do. All that fun stuff.
Awesome. You know what else we're looking forward to?
Tell me.
The weekend. And here on WFB Plus tomorrow, Kylie sets us up with Louisiana Weekend, 3 p.m. That's a perfect time to round it out. You've already eaten lunch, so you can start thinking about dinner, start thinking about the weekend plans. And she makes it really easy for you to kind of navigate those plans.
At 3 p.m., I'm thinking about going to bed.
Ooh, well, for us, yes. Yes, we are no night owls or anything like that. We're not crazy.
We're just. So, but all the opportunity is there. Maybe a little bit. Looks like 40% chance of rain on Saturday. Kicking up again to like 50 to 60 on Sunday, and then about 50 to 60 tomorrow on Friday. So it really is going to be one of those things. Exactly. That's the way it is. The 10-day looks like 40, 50, 60 the rest of the way.
Right.
So keeping that 9 News app handy, the weather app, the First Alert Weather app as well, is going to be a great resource for you. We'll put as much as we can in all the places that we can, WAP Plus included, Amazon, Roku, Apple TV, and of course YouTube.
That's it. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Now Thursday.
Yes.
We'll be back here tomorrow, and in the meantime, you can check in with our crew at 9 News at noon, again, for the latest developing updates on that breaking story from Miami. That's really going to be the talker across the country today.
It really is. So y'all stay safe out there. We'll see you at noon.